Candace Owens has been absolutely blowing up ever since the death of Charlie Kirk, and she's made quite a few accusations regarding the Charlie Kirk assassination. But I got to be honest with you guys, this one right here may not be that far off, to be completely honest with you. So one of the accusations that Candace Owens has just recently made on her show is that she believes that the text messages that the FBI released between Tyler Robinson and his lover, the roommate that he was living with, she's claiming that those text messages are fake. Let's go ahead and see what she had to say.
Yeah, these messages are clearly doctored, is what I would say. They're doctored. Now, they could decide why they're doing that. Tyler's being forthcoming. We're protecting him in some capacity. I find that to be unacceptable. Okay? Unacceptable. I want every single text message. I want timestamps. It is conspicuous that you are not telling us when this was sent, because it sounds like it's when the campus is on lockdown and he's got to go back and he's got to clean up. And then all of a sudden we're in the next day when his dad is getting clued in after the picture's been released. They're not telling us that, okay? And you have a right to be a little bit uncomfortable about that, because I'm a lot of bit uncomfortable about that. We need full answers. Yeah.
Okay, listen. She says quite a few things that I don't agree with, okay? I do like some of the things that she says, and I agree with it. Some of the things I don't like. I have to admit, I don't know if the text messages are fake or not, but I have to admit that if you look at those text messages again that the FBI released between Tyler Warren and the roommate, those text messages are pretty damn weird. And if you watch Candace Owens' entire show, which I did, you'll actually see that she's kind of making a lot of sense here. Again, I'm not saying that those messages are fake. I don't know. But I think we can all agree that those text messages are pretty freaking weird. Let's go to them, okay? So one of the things that Candace Owens pointed out, let's just go ahead and read it. Robinson. No, they grabbed some crazy old dude and interrogated someone in similar clothing. I had planned to grab my rifle from my drop point shortly after, but most of the side of town got locked down. It's quiet, almost enough to get out, but there's one vehicle lingering. Vehicle? What? That's actually one of the things that Candace Owens pointed out in her show when she said that the text messages are fake. First of all, number one, she is right about why are there no timestamps. I 1,000,000% agree with her here. Why are there no timestamps? I think there should be. And also, why don't they show us the actual text on the phone? Like, why are we getting a transcript of what was said? Because anybody can anybody in the FBI, they can hire some intern to do this, to doctor up the text a little bit and put it on a piece of paper. If it's on a piece of paper, we don't know if this is actually what was said. We're just taking your word for it. And one thing that we do know is that these intelligence agencies lie all the time. I mean, for crying out loud, remember the guy that shot Donald Trump just a year ago, Matthew Thomas Crooks? We still don't know anything about that guy. As a matter of fact, we know way more about Tyler Robinson, the guy who shot Charlie Kirk, than we do about Matthew Thomas Crooks, the guy who shot the president of the United States. Like, these people are not as transparent as you think, and they lie all the time. So Candace Owens brought up the fact of what 21-year-old, I think Tyler Robinson is 21, 22 years old. What 22-year-old says vehicle? Do you say vehicle when you text, when you text the people? I don't. As a matter of fact, in Candace Owens' live stream, she said, I want you to go to your phone in the search box under your text messages and type in vehicle and let me know anytime you or anybody else has said the word vehicle. I actually went and did this. I went on my cell phone in my text messages. I typed in vehicle. It was only mentioned 2 times in my phone. You want to know those 2 times it was mentioned? It was when State Farm was messaging me to say, hey, the claim for your vehicle has been accepted because a tree fell on my car. That is the only time in my phone that the word vehicle has ever been mentioned. None of my friends, family, associates, anybody that I've talked to have ever referred to their car as a vehicle. Everybody says car unless you're a freaking insurance company. So I have to agree with her here. And then there was something else that she pointed out. Let's go ahead and keep reading. Roommate, how long have you been planning this? Robinson, a bit over a week, I believe. I can get close to it, but there is a squad car parked right by it. I think they already swept that spot, but I don't want to chance it. Again, this is a 22-year-old. This is Gen Z. What Gen Z says squad car? What person says squad car? Let me read this again. Robinson, a bit over a week, I believe. I can get close to it, but there is a squad car parked right by it. What young person is saying squad car? I'm just being honest. I'm decently young, okay? I'm 30. I'm not exactly in my 20s anymore, but I'm 30. I don't say squad car. We say the cop car or the police or the police car. We say car. We don't say squad car. I've never in my life referred to a police car as a squad car. So that is weird. And then there was another thing too that was mentioned as well. Let's go ahead and keep reading. I'm wishing I had circled back and grabbed it. As soon as I got to my vehicle, I'm worried the old man, blah, 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 the rifle, the ability. I can't remember the other word, but there was another word in here. It was retrieve. That was the word, retrieve. I don't see it in here, but I know it's in here somewhere. Candace Owens also pointed out, she was like, when do you see anybody say the word retrieve? Like, oh, I went to go. He said something in here about he went to go retrieve his rifle or something like that. As a matter of fact, it's right here. He said going to attempt to retrieve it again. Like, we just have to be honest. Like, if you really analyze and look at this closely, again, I'm not claiming that these messages were doctored. I don't know. But what I am saying is that these text messages are very weird. And it's just so convenient that the FBI released the perfect text messages that would 1,000,000% implicate Tyler Robinson. And the other thing that I thought was weird too, there was a part in these text messages too where apparently Tyler Robinson told his roommate, I was hoping to tell you when I'm old and gray. Like, come on now. What person who goes to assassinate a major political figure actually thinks that they're going to get away with it? Like, let's be real here. Like, this guy, for crying out loud, they were all talking about in the media about how smart this guy was. He had a very good ACT score. He had very good grades. This guy was kind of an academic. Like, he was definitely intelligent. He wasn't a dummy, right? Surely he will be smart enough to know that you're not getting away with this. Like, you're going to get caught. You're not doing this because you think that you're not going to get caught and you're going to live to your old. You're doing this because for whatever crazy reason you have in your head, you want to do this. And normally when these people commit these types of crimes, they normally, they kill themselves. That's normally what happens. Most of these guys don't go to jail. They either get killed or they kill themselves. That's normally what happens. So I got to be honest, Candace Owens is not completely off a rocker this time around when it comes to this part. I know there's some thing. I know you guys are very vocal in my comments about how much you think Candace Owens is crazy. You don't agree with what she says sometimes, and that's fine. She says things I don't agree with either. But I got to give credit where credit is due. I think she might be on to something here when saying that these text messages might be doctored. I don't know if they are, but they're very weird. And they don't look like something I would expect a 20-something-year-old to say. As a matter of fact, I should have my younger sister read it. I have a younger sister who's 19 years old. I also have a younger brother who is 15 years old. I wonder what they would think about these text messages. Because like I said, I know enough about young people because I have younger siblings to just kind of know that normal people don't talk like this, especially young people. So anyway, just wanted to get my thoughts on that whole thing. I thought that was crazy. As always, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And don't worry, I get it. Some of you don't like Candace Owens. Don't worry, I get it. You don't have to say it in the comments a million times. I get it. My job is just to cover news and drama. That's what we do. Don't kill me. Whatever. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.